What is up, guys? My name is Chris and this is another video review by Homes in 5, and today what we're going to be doing is checking out the PlayStop Network version 1.12. So the last time I touched base with the actual update and what PlayStop Network actually is, we were on 1.09. So today what I'm going to do is cover all of the features that have been implemented since the last time we checked out the application. So the first thing you'll get when you actually run the application is this nice little dialog box here, and to actually use PlayStop Network from 1.2 and upwards, you actually need to be part of the PlayStop Network forum. So if you aren't, you need to click on the register button just here, and you'll be greeted with the PlayStop Network forum. This is the main homepage that I'm on right now, and I'll get into that in just a moment. But register for that, you'll just make a username, password, all of that. And then once you've done that, you can type in the username and password you chose and log into the application. And now we have a nice little notification tray icon down the bottom here telling you what has been loaded, and eventually it'll tell you thank you very much for using the PlayStop Network. There we go. So thanks for doing that, guys. And now we're just going to get into the application and what it entails, or what is actually in the application for 1.12. So this tab hasn't changed. We've got new on the PSN, stuff that's been updated, and stuff that's new on the PlayStation Network, not the PlayStop Network. So latest PS Vita firmware, new games, hot games, and the PlayStation Plus, and what you get with all of that for the Vita and the PS3. Moving down though to things that have changed, we go down to the store tab, and now we actually have things categorized and organized in a much better way compared to 1.09. You get a user online count down the bottom here, and just here you've got red and orange named games or homebrew and things like that. This is more directed at the PlayStation 3 tab for now, but this is just telling you that anything named in red, you need to read the instructions and be very careful. You may brick your PS3, just be very careful. It's something you do want to be I guess not very liberal about. You want to be very careful in what you're doing. Anything named in orange, you do not use it online. You don't want to get banned from the PSN, and some of these are very self-explanatory. You'd have to be very stupid to use some of these things online. Moving along to the PlayStation Vita tab, we now have everything organized by VHPL, CEF, and ARC custom firmwares, and anything like that. These are all running through the PSP emulator, and nothing is named in orange or red because the PSP emulator is very safe for the PS Vita, so that's great. Looking through all of these, you do get these little very shortened PlayStation Vita game names, which these VHPL, CEF, and ARC custom firmwares are compatible with. If you want to see what these all stand for, you can check that out in the info tab, which I'll show you later on. But yeah, it's all sorted out very easily now. You've got a nice little search bar up the top if you want to check out certain items that you want to download, if there's something you're really looking for. And it's just very well organized and very easy to navigate now. I unfortunately can't use this because my Vitas are past a custom firmware official firmware at the moment, so I can't actually hack anything right now. Moving along to the PlayStation 3 tab, things are now organized by firmware and then by homebrew, emulator, and application. So these are the 3.55 custom firmwares, and then these are for 4.xx custom firmware, anything above 4.00. Okay, now this is where the red and the orange come into play, I guess. So we'll go down here, and these are the ones you need to be careful with. Don't go installing these and being crazy, because you could brick your PS3. And PS3 user cheats. Cheats are obviously things that you don't want to be caught using online, or you will get in trouble for doing such a thing. Yeah, it's all very well organized. Like, I really like the way that this is all done now. If you do decide to download any of these, you've got the nice little downloads tab here telling you your progress and what you're downloading. And if we go to the PlayStation 3, there are a few more tabs. So if you want to get backup managers, they're all sorted out through here. And then you've got PC tools that you can use down here. Black Ops 2 modding tool. Obviously, don't use that online. You will get in trouble. You will get banned. It's very stupid to do such a thing. And the same with anything else that is highlighted in red. One thing that I think is awesome and a place to go if you really, really need this, I've found that the multi-man base version is incredibly hard to come by away from this application. I've got a friend who's been looking for it for ages, so check this out. This will give you what you need. I couldn't find it for custom firmware 4.30 until I used this, so that's awesome. Thank you very much. Moving on to the gaming station, away from the store tab now, sorry. You can actually, when this is properly working, when this is fully implemented, you can actually play Game Boy games inside of this application. If I click on Insert Game, though, I can't actually seem to get it working, unfortunately, so nothing does happen when I click that. The PlayStop Network tab, I'm unsure what this does. I can't open Pokemon. I can't click that. Nothing actually happens. It does say under construction, so something may come of this later on, and I'll tell you what that is. Moving down, the update tab is very self-explanatory. If you don't have the PlayStop Network Finder application, which gets you the latest version, then you can use this current piece of I guess, software and check for updates. But we are on the latest version, 1.12. So I don't need to do that. Moving down to the Others tab, there's a few other things you can change. Speech recognition, I will show you in just a moment. It actually does work, and it's really cool. I thought that was pretty awesome. Going down to feedback, if you want to tell any of the guys from the PlayStop Network development team that this is awesome, then you can go ahead and do that. This is the review in itself though, so this is kind of telling you already how awesome it is, but feel free to leave any feedback for any problems you're having, anything that you think works really well, or any improvements that you can give for the actual program itself. Moving along to chat, I'm not going to log in because you will actually see my password. It does come up in plain characters instead of blurred out characters like the dots. But if you do connect, you can speak with other people who are using the PlayStop Network at the same time as you. And if you want, you can change your password, and this little box here will give you a list of who is online at the moment, and down here is where you use your text field and add in whatever you want to say to your fellow peers within the program. Moving along to the Capsule Shop, this is something very new, and I guess a little way of earning things for participating and using the PlayStop Network. So if you do get some Capsule Shop coins, I've got 20 at the moment, you can actually use this to try and win a copy of like Little Big Planet or other games as they may be added on in the future. If you go to redeem, you can redeem a code if you've earned one from JMQM or DS Marine or Smoke if they've decided to send you a code for doing something awesome. And then you can go to draw and you can see if you're lucky enough to win a game. If you do win one, it is downloaded as a little program. This little program will then download the game itself. So you don't get the ISO directly from PlayStop Network. You get a program which will then download the actual ISO to use on your PlayStation Portable or your PS Vita if you have Total Noob or Arc Custom Firmware. Moving down to the next tab, if you want, you can go to News, and this will also update and let you know down the bottom what's being downloaded. So if you click Get News, it'll load up these different things in here. We'll go to the top here, and welcome to PlayStop Network 1.12. It tells you that it's loading down here, as I said before. Just telling you about what's new in 1.12, and I've already gone through pretty much everything that there is so far, but this is just the news in here. I was actually doing a live stream earlier, and thank you very much JMQM for putting this in 1.12's update, but there's a live stream that I was doing to raise charity for the National Breast Cancer Foundation in Australia, so I don't know, if you want to, go ahead and click that link if you go onto the program and donate. That'd be hugely appreciated. Sending in problems. If you have any troubles with the PlayStop Network, make sure that you're not doing anything wrong before you try to send in your problem report. Do all of these, or go through all of these steps before you send in a problem or error report. And the PlayStop Network 1.12, this is just kind of, I guess, bragging rights for people who want to try and hack the PlayStop Network. It seems that JMQM has done a very good job at making it secure, so congrats on that. That's awesome. And the second last thing before we go back and show you the speech recognition is the info tab. So now we have the creators all listed here. Credit goes to these guys for awesome work. These are the game acronyms I was talking about. So if you don't know what game you need to run these particular hacks up top, these are the ones you need and what the acronyms stand for. And now we have top 3 supporters of the PlayStop Network. I am the only one in there at the moment because I made a review on 1.09, but yay, go me. And then we go to donations. If you wish to donate to Smoke, then you can do so around here. You can just donate via here. JMQM and DS Marine just don't want to be down there for their own reasons. And just across in this tab is the copyright information for the PlayStop Network. You know, adhere by these rules. Don't be mean towards the guys. The last thing I'll show you guys, or I'll let you guys see, is the actual, where did it go? Others. Is the actual speech recognition. Now, this doesn't work incredibly well. It doesn't recognize my voice, maybe because of my accent. But if we go to speech recognition, the way that this actually works, and I'm sorry, this does actually tell you how to work it. Where was it? Welcome to PlayStop Network. It does tell you in here. If you want to use the voice recognition, you need to have Speech SDK. I presume I have that. To activate it, go to Others, which is there, and then Options, and Start Speech Recognition. It's only capable of switching through these tabs, and to do so you need to say go to and then the name of the tab. So we'll go and start that up and give it a test. So speech recognition started, and go to store. Okay, that works. That's awesome. Go to new on PSN. See, so that one didn't work. Go to news. That one didn't work. Okay, news. News. There you go, that one worked. See, sometimes it just works with the one word. Sometimes it works if you say go to. It's pretty awesome. I think that works really well. Go to update. That one didn't work. Go to store. Go to store. There you go, that one worked. Go to gaming station. Hey, that one worked. So, speech recognition does work. You need to be very punctual in the way you speak, but, it's probably a lot easier to click yourself. But, for anybody who does have disabilities, and I do think that is a great way of, I guess, accommodating for the minority in that sense, or people who do have, I guess, those kind of impairments. That is a really great implementation into the program, and it does work very well for switching between tabs, and hopefully something that can be expanded throughout the program later on. Moving on to the PlayStop Network forum, this is just the page right here away from the program, and in here you can leave some suggestions, you can participate in some of the chat so far, and then there's a few little forum games down the bottom there, but that's the page itself. So far there are 12 members on the page, and you want to expand that obviously, so go ahead, sign up, use the PlayStop Network if you want. Very, very good place for centralizing all of the homebrew applications and stuff like that you need for your PlayStation Vita or for your PlayStation 3. It's just a really good spot to get everything you need. Anyway, this has been another review by Homes5. Comment, rate, subscribe, do all the cool stuff, and feel free to check out my Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, as well as the download link for the PlayStop Network and the PlayStop Network forums in the description below. This has been another episode of Homes5. Bye-bye!